Well, hi friends. Welcome back to my channel, How the Hook Turns. I'm Bernadine and my hook has been turning. I hope yours has too. I am showcasing this blanket. Look, that's all I have to go to finish this corner to corner. It'll all come together in a triangle, and then I'll just have to put the edging on it, the border on it, and then I'm getting it in the mail. This little beauty's going to Falk, Arkansas, which is about 15 miles south on Highway 71 from Texarkana. I used to live in Falk. My kids went to school there. I worked at a hospital in Texarkana on the Texas side. Anyway, that's where this thing is going. And I'm like coming down to the wire on it. I'm so happy. I'm not really tired of it, but I'm ready to get it finished and move on. You know what I mean, I think. Whoops, I just keep messing this up. Okay, well, if you remember, I was using a prim hook. This is my tulip hook. I guess you can see that. 4mm. I touted how great that prim hook was, and I made this whole blanket with it. And I started crocheting yesterday morning, and I felt some drag on that hook. I said, I don't really remember it feeling like that. Maybe it's my imagination. So I cleaned it off with my cotton t-shirt. That didn't help. And I took a wet wipe and cleaned it and then dried it real good. That wasn't no better. So then I dug into my case and got a different prim hook out, like maybe a millimeter off, or I don't know what I was using, but I thought, well, let me just try it. And it was slick as it could be. So I was kind of going back and forth. To see if it was just me or if that really was the case. Well, I came to the conclusion that really was the case. So I really don't call this a review or criticism, but just my opinion to, if you have them or if you're thinking about getting them, just know that happened to me. Hopefully it's just a fluke and it won't happen again, but they weren't cheap hooks. So I'm back to my tulips, which I love. I have this set, and then I have the tulip rose. I don't know why I bought them both. I guess I just wanted them when I first started getting back into the craft. So originally, when I saw the prim hook was dragging, I pulled out my 4mm clover. Everybody knows how great those are. Well, maybe not everybody, but most crocheters do. It's a well-known brand in this little crafty world. So I pulled out my clover, and friends, it was so slick I couldn't keep the yarn on the hook. I couldn't even get through a stitch. So it was so slick and smooth and fast. It was doing better than my little skills would handle it. So I had to back down a step, and these are too. These are great, but just they're not clovers, but they are. If you use them one right after the other, you can kind of tell. If you just pick them up and just start, you can't really tell. These are good too. These are great. I love these. This is my little case they came in, and I love the little case. This is the reason I have my tulip 6.5mm in here is there isn't room in that tulip rose case that came, and this one I had I had to order this separate, the 6.5, and I have the 6.5 in the black and gold, so these two I had to order separately. But I had enough, and I still have 2 slots in here to, well, no, 4 goes in here. I still have 1 other slot. I could put another hook in here if I wanted, but anyway, I do love this case, and I do love the way they crochet. So that's the story of the prim hook. So I just wanted to clarify, I'm not happy with that. Maybe, like I said, it's just a default hook. Because I hate to think they're all like that. What's the use of having something you can only do one project, big project with, and then it's used up? So that's not cool. So I wanted to also tell you, I made my little trip yesterday to Lubbock. My sister-in-law came to get me yesterday morning. Hubby stayed here, and her and I went. We went to Best Buy to get her computer, and wow, they were so busy. There was, they have two lines, or if you don't know, they have two lines there. One is if you made an appointment, that's a different line. It's a set of chairs you can get in. And if you're just a walk-in, then you go in the walk-in line with chairs. Well, all the chairs in the walk-in line were full. And when we walked up, there was already people standing. So I thought, whoa, well, good thing we're not on a time crunch. I mean, we had nothing to do. We could wait. And then there was this tech that came around talking to everybody in that line about what their problem was, kind of direct them to see, if he could help move everything along. And he came to my sister-in-law, and she said she's just there for a pickup. And so they got right on it and brought out her computer and checked it all out. She'd already taken care of the bill. And so we were on our way, and she wanted to go to Ollie's. Well, see, there's a new Ollie's in Lubbock, and I wanted to go too. It had been advertised that it was coming, but I didn't know what day it was going to open. Well, it opened August the 9th. So we had to look it up on our MapQuest. Sorry, not GPS. To find out where it was. And we found it and headed over there. And I had seen some videos on Ollie's. And they had talked about sometimes Ollie's has yarn. So I was really looking forward to, let me look at this. That's right. Seeing some value yarn or some high value yarn discounted out over there. We went all through that store. There wasn't a swig of yarn in there. Nothing. Unless you count the yarn in the, I guess it's yarn, and they had a lot of carpeting. Rugs, not carpet, rugs. My sister-in-law got her some pots and pans that she's been needing. She got a good deal on that. So we walked that whole store. And mind you, I'm recovering from bilateral total knee replacements. So I'm just now getting my stamina back where I can walk the stores, really. So we walked that whole store, no yarn. And it was crowded. That town was crowded yesterday. Lots of traffic, lots of people. That's getting to be a pretty good sized little town over there. It's growing. It's got that college there. Texas Tech, that's where Texas Tech is. A lot of medical centers over there also. That's where we get referred to a lot if we have to go to a specialist. So we've been to Lubbock quite a few times, and we know a little bit about where things are, but not. Throw me a curve like a new store, I don't know where that is. Even if you give me the address, I know kind of the area, but I don't really know. So that MapQuest comes in handy. So we left Ollie's, and we had to find a Kohl's. My sister-in-law had something that she wanted to get there, and so we found that, and she got what she needed, and it was, friends, it was hot. The car said 99. If it says 99, you know how hot it was outside. Very hot. So we had lunch at Chick-fil-A. I got a big old lemonade, that sugar-free lemonade they have there. It was good, and a sandwich. Brought my husband a sandwich back from there. Oops, I did that wrong. So that's what he had for late lunch, early dinner last night. Got home and I shot a few clips over there that I wanted to add to a video, but I finally found out you can't pause this video and pick it back up. You have to have an editing program, which I do not have. I do not know which one I need. I guess I'll just pick one. I don't know anything about them, but yeah, I guess I'm not too old to learn. I'm getting old, but not too old to learn something. So I guess that's what I'm going to do next. So then we went to Walmart because I needed another skein of this yarn to finish this blanket. The Pioneer Woman acrylic yarn. So I bought two. I probably only needed one. But I told myself that's okay. I'll have one in the stash in case something comes up and I need it. I do not have a big stash, folks, because I just started on this craft not too long back. I've seen y'all's yarn stashes. Woohoo! No, I don't have nothing like that, but that's okay. That's okay. I wouldn't know what to do with all that stuff right now, even if I had it. So it'll build up over time. Probably can't help but to, like when you buy too much of something, like I did yesterday. So I kind of just wanted to tell you about yesterday and what we did and what we found and what we did not find. Found the ollies, but didn't find any yarn. They had a lot of good buys in there, though. And it was fun to look at all that stuff. So we made it back home. We made it back home yesterday and had an early evening because I was just spent from all that heat and walking out everywhere. So hopefully when I get back on here next time, I will have this blanket finished and hopefully have the border on it, and I'll showcase it on my next video. So thank you for watching, folks. Please hit the subscribe button, give me a like, and please leave me a comment. I'd really appreciate that. Until next time, folks, it's a wrap from here. Bye now.